That was quite a workout. Time to hit the showers.
Hey.
Ow.
Hey.
Kids' movies are, well, for kids. But these movies are made by adults, so they know that parents make up a good deal of their audience. That is why a lot of these movies contain sexual innuendos, dirty one-liners, and other adult-themed jokes, among the standard mix of gags.
Things to do?
So you guys are close, I guess.
Yes.
We can get closer.
These references or jokes are sly and subtle, to fly over a kid's head and catch an adult's ear to make them laugh.
Humana, 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 humana. Who is this? Oh.
That's my mom.
Awkward. Yeah. Yes, this place will do quite nicely, actually. Yeah.
After all, family movies are supposed to be fun for the whole family, and just the kid content is not enough for the adults in the family to sit and get through the whole movie in one sitting, without getting bored. Here we are going to combine some of the ultimate dirty/adult jokes in kids and family movies. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so we can keep on providing interesting videos. Number 4. Frozen. Frozen is one of the best Disney movies, and it took the world by storm when it was released in 2013. We all know someone, kid or adult, who still hasn't been able to let it go and still talks about it. The film has a lot of funny jokes and moments for the whole family to enjoy, but there are some scenes in the movie specifically made for adults to enjoy and connect with them. While sitting on the vehicle at night, Kristoff asks Anna about the guy who she got engaged to. After a few questions, he asks her about his foot size and replies the size doesn't matter line.
Food.
Sandwiches.
Best friend's name?
Probably John.
Eye color.
Dreamy.
Foot size?
Foot size doesn't matter.
Which is very famous in adults, and every adult watching it might have gotten it. If you didn't, then you're probably too young for it to understand. Number 10. The Little Mermaid. The hidden adult joke from The Little Mermaid was so risque that due to complaints, it was removed from scenes when it was released in 2006. The scene had an R-rated moment that adults watching it closely with some interest noticed, and actually caused some uproar that such scenes shouldn't be in kids-rated movies. In the wedding scene, when the minister is making the marriage official, if you look closely, there seems to be a large bulge in his pelvis area. Many argue that it is his knee, but some argue that it was, well, something else. We will let you decide, but whatever it was, the scene is definitely not meant for kids. Number 2. Toy Story 3. Toy Story 3 is one of those movies that can make even the grown-ups break down in tears.
You're cute when you care.
Oh, not in front of Buzz.
Let him look.
Along with some seriously emotional moments, Toy Story 3 has one of the most violent and fearful and ruthless villains in Lotso. He is very rude and maniacal, so it comes off as no surprise that he actually prompts one of the best adult jokes in Disney movies. At one point, Lotso doesn't like what Mrs. Potato Head is saying, so instead of telling her to shut up, he takes off her lips from her mouth. Mr. Potato Head is also there, and when he sees that he gets furious and says one of the most risque adult lines in the history of Disney movies. If you didn't get that joke, it'd be best if we don't explain it to you, as you're probably too young for it.
Shrek.
Shrek? Wow. Are you from Europe?
You're so tense.
I want to rub his shoulders.
I got it covered. Thanks.
I don't have anything to rub. Well, get in line.
Number 3. The Road to El Dorado. In this movie by DreamWorks, two criminals set out on a quest to find the mystical city of gold. The movie is famous, and almost everyone has watched it because of the plot twists and the screw-ups between Tulio and Miguel. Well, would it be that good of a movie if things went smoothly for two lead criminals in an animated movie? The quest isn't all bad though, as they find ways to have fun on the adventure, especially for Tulio, who enjoys the company of a beautiful woman named Shell. But to most adults, he might be enjoying too much. During one scene, a royal guard is looking for Tulio, but he cannot find him anywhere. A camera suddenly pans across a couch before Shell appears from below, followed by a very satisfied Tulio. Considering the fact that their heads were in two different places and the sounds they were making before they were interrupted, the scene is much more adult than you probably thought before, but can confirm that the scene is far more adult than a PG Kids movie. Number 1. The Rugrats Movie. Let's start with easily the most disturbing circumcision joke ever worked into a kids movie. The Rugrats Movie is one of the most famous Nickelodeon movies ever. It was released in 1998, based on the famous kids series Rugrats. It was the first animated Nickelodeon movie, and to think they single-handedly won the hearts of the adults watching this movie. The full-length movie saw Tommy and his friends set out on an adventure to return his newborn baby to the hospital. The conversation between two newborn babies turns out a little dark, as one of them mourns over the loss of his umbilical cord. The other baby stares into his diaper before telling her to be happy that's all they took.
You guys, help me pick one my mama like.
This absurd line goes over almost every kid's head, but it probably made a few adults laugh. Number 6. Aladdin. Yes, every kid's favorite, or one of the favorite movies growing up, is also included in this list. It is one of the most fun movies to watch for everyone, kids and adults. Disney made sure to add fun adult jokes in the trilogy for the people to enjoy. Robin Williams' Genie is easily the best character in the franchise, and as you must have figured it out, he also discovers the best adults-only joke moment in the movie. In the scene where Jasmine and Aladdin are about to get married, there is an earthquake, and Genie says these words.
Let me be the point man. I thought the Earth wasn't supposed to move until the honeymoon.
The phrase earth moving is a metaphor for reaching sexual climax, and we are pretty sure that is what Genie is referring to. If you have another interpretation, feel free to tell us in the comments. Number 7. Toy Story 2. At the end of the movie Toy Story 2, the gang is finally reunited after a long and hectic journey of being out of touch and struggling. And a new member is introduced to everyone. We can clearly see while looking at Buzz's behavior that he is very intimidated by Jessie, and after she grabs a hold of him, he kind of freaks out. But that is not the best part. When the dogs need to go out of the room, Jessie rolls down her skateboard in a very fun and skillful manner and jumps to open the room door. Looking at her skill, Buzz probably gets turned on and his wings spring out. We will let you decide what that means. Number 8. Cars. The first Cars movie is one of Disney's original concepts. It is the movie which everyone has watched, and it has a chord with kids worldwide. The story of Lightning McQueen is a whole lot of fun, but the hidden jokes in the movies are one of the reasons why it's so fun to watch, even for the adult audience. There are multiple jokes which catch the adult eye. One of the best ones is when McQueen wins a race, and everyone is gathering around him and taking pictures of him. And suddenly, 2 female cars come and start fangirling over him, and they start flashing lights, as you can see, and from McQueen's expression, we know what that means. Number 9. The Cat in the Hat. We all love The Cat in the Hat. For many of us, it was one of our favorite movies growing up. There are a few abusive words or lines in the movie most of us remember. Lines we never really understood when we watched it for the first time. The cat looks scary sometimes, but in the end, he just ends up joking about whatever it said.
You scared him away!
Dirty hoe! I'm sorry, baby, I love you.
One scene in which he is trying to get a hold of Nevins, the dog runs away, and the cat says dirty hoe to the thing he is holding in his hand, and then apologizes to it. We had no reason listening to this as kids, but then again, maybe it was for the kids' audience. Family movies are for the whole family. Number 11. Shrek.
Mirror, mirror, show her to me. Show me the princess. Perfect. Perfect.
In the timeless movie Shrek, the piece of the people living in the forest are ordered to live in the king's swamp. Shrek goes to see the evil king, so he can convince him to reverse his decision. But in the movie, there are many adult jokes, even before the 2 main characters meet each other face to face.
Yeah, you know I like it like that. Come on, baby, come on, I said I like it, you're right. Okay.
Even the name of the evil king makes adults laugh like crazy. If you don't know the joke, try saying Lord Farquaad's name twice, as first, and you might get the R-rated nickname reference. Another adult joke, and the most prominent one in the movie, is when Shrek sees the king's huge castle and makes a joke on his size. And we can argue that it's not just about his height.
So, that must be Lord Farquaad's castle.
That's the place.
Do you think maybe he's compensating for something?
Number 12. Ratatouille. We all know about a chef named Remy. Yes, the rat's name is Remy, not Ratatouille. Even some of the so-called fans get this wrong. Ratatouille is the name of the main dish. In the scene in which Linguini tries to tell Colette that it is not him but the rat who makes all the delicious food, he hesitates a lot because he doesn't know how to say it. As he puts his thoughts into words, he says, "I have this tiny, a little," and at that moment, Colette looks down for a microsecond, but we can see her trying to spot something. Maybe she's trying to look for the mouse he is mentioning about. But if you've seen the movie, you'd know that he doesn't mention the existence of the mouse to Colette before that line. So what is she looking at? We will let you decide that again. Number 13. Space Jam. The last pick in our list is Space Jam. In the wacky universe of Space Jam, anything is possible. In the movie, the Looney Tunes characters' lives depend on a basketball game, but with Michael Jordan on their side, they are confident that they can win. But no doubt the opposition is tough, as the monsters take power from real-life basketball players, while those players lose their ability to play ball. When doctors try to understand why the players suddenly cannot play anymore, they run multiple tests. In the timeless adult joke, a doctor asks the basketball player a really funny question about his sexual activities and if they have been affected too, with the loss of the ability to play ball.
Unable to perform?
Yeah. No.
I'm just asking.
While it is a really funny joke adults must have gotten, we can assure you of the fact that no kid really got that joke, which fulfills the idea of a family movie. These were our ultimate dirty/adult jokes in kids and family movies. We apologized if we ruined some of your favorite childhood memories. Which of these did you actually know before? Tell us in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like it and subscribe. Thank you! Remember to like this video and subscribe with notifications on to join the monthly iPhone giveaway. My Instagram will be in the description down below, so make sure to check that out and follow me so we can become Insta friends. Thank you so much for watching till the end, and see you in the next one. Bye!
This video is over now. Go find something else to watch, or just watch this video. I know we had a lot of fun, but you can't stay on this end screen forever. This video is over now. So why are you still watching this? Do you not have